probably the worst I've felt in terms of disappointment. I am really disappointed, and I probably won't sleep that much tonight. That's how I am as a person, because when I put me all into something, it genuinely hurts. Hopefully the results will come. I'm sure that they will.
Something conceding like that, absolutely better.
By no means am I throwing the towel from me. I'm not defeated.
Every single week complacent to sort their heads out.
All it takes is a run of 2 wins, 3 wins. I'm not going to sit here and try and sound defeated, because by no means am I defeated.
So we're out the FA Cup, but it's time to focus on the league. Next game was Oxford away.
Difficult place to travel, it's a long way away. The lads travelled the night before.
Oxford was a really good performance.
And we won 2-1.
A result that I think we needed at the time, and especially to sort of prove to ourselves that we could go away from home and get 3 points on the board. So really pleasing performance, and one that sort of gave us that confidence and was probably a little bit of a catalyst for a bit of momentum.
Next game was Chorley at home. Were we on the start of a mini run? We hope so.
Really tough game. I think Chorley were 5th or 4th at the time in the league, so we knew it was going to be a very tough game.
Chorley had a bit of a tough time of it, but saying that, so would we. We had a tough start of the season.
I think the lads performed outstanding against really good opposition.
Ultimately, we came away with a point at Chorley, but it was a well-earned point. We played well.
But we had an attendance of 1,400 on a Tuesday night.
And on a different day, I think we could have went on and won that game. So again, really pleasing, positive performance, and something that we probably needed again to push on that momentum.
I felt like we were onto something. Smelling the start of what I thought was a good run, I decided to get a group of my mates and get a coach up to Darlington away. What can I say? So
the Darlington game, I wouldn't necessarily say it was a really bad performance. I'd say it was a really bad start.
The first 20 minutes we were just not at it.
I remember watching the updates and listening to the commentary.
It's Pickles, and he plays it back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper takes a touch. He's made a little bit of a mess. Rutledge has blocked it. Comes to Howells. Howells takes a touch. It's in there!
And they ended up 2-0 up within 20 minutes.
And being honest, didn't do enough to get back in the game. Darlington shut up shop, and the game just petered away from us. It was a tough day.
A valuable lesson was learnt in that defeat, which is always a positive at the same time. And I think since then we made it our point that we must start games at a certain tempo, at a certain intensity, and on the front foot to give ourselves a chance and not give ourselves a mountain to climb.
Banty did say we played a good game, but it was the first 20 minutes that killed us, so that was the end of that one.
So that takes us on to Peterbr Sports replay.
The game that had been called off, that we were previously winning 2-1.
It was initially rained off. There was some murmurs that this one was going to get rained off, but the pitch held up.
To the box here is Dan Pike has a chance for a shot. Oh, and that's a terrible football there. And Peter caught the Smith with a second chance. This one, it looks like it's going to be nearer to just try his luck.
And we were winning 2-1.
They had a man sent off. We looked dominant. We looked a really good side. And then in the 85th minute, it all went horribly wrong.
Through to Peterbr Sports here, they've still got it. And they've equalised. It's a goal from Luca Miller. And the centre-backs have got to take the blame there.
And Peterbr ended up bringing it back to 3-2.
It's a chance. Sharp wins it for Peterbr Sports. And with a complete falling apart in the final 15 minutes here.
It just killed us. It felt like everyone was excited. We knew the pressure was on Danzy before this game, and it was just like, no way.
So Peterbr Sports was probably the lowest point for me.
Yeah, it hit like a truck. That was a low moment in this Southport story.
I think everyone at the time felt such a real disappointment, and like I said, probably the toughest time I've had in my managerial career so far.
The fans were quite rightly livid.
Shocking, mate, absolutely shocking. Something conceding like that.
Rightly so. They had a lot to say.
It's absolutely better. It's just poor. Every single week complacent to sort their heads out.
So me and Dave ran down the tunnel to kind of see what went on. Obviously their changing room was bouncing, music on, and ours, we could just hear Danzy giving the players a good talking to. And it kind of made me worry on what's going to be the next step.
And then I had a brief meet with Neil in his office, and if there's anything in doubt that football managers don't care, then I wish there was a fly on the wall for me and Neil in that office, because he was a broken man. And I did the unusual thing, which I've never done and never thought I would do. I went into the dressing room to speak to the players, just to outline that this season isn't done. We're not done as a club. There's a long, long way to go yet, and whilst this hurts, we've got to bounce back. We've got to make sure that we give a good account of ourselves now.
This was a time where you can either go one or two ways, and that you can bury your head in your sand, or you can come out fighting.
As with everything in this league, games come thick and fast. We had a home game against Kingslin.
0-0 draw at home. We knew it'd be a tough game. I think we always have to remember, especially when we come against full-time sides, that it's always going to be a test. They've got some good players. They obviously train 5 days a week, so that in itself brings its own disadvantages. So we knew it'd be a tough game.
For me, I was happy just to get a point. It takes a bit of pressure off us. If it was a loss, it would have been such a hard decision, and we were backing Danzy, so it weren't us against Danzy, it would have been the people moaning at us.
It wasn't the free-flowing attacking football style that we've seen from Neil all season, but it was important that the squad proved to him that we could keep clean sheets when needed. I understand the fans will be a little bit upset and a little bit agitated by the 0-0 draw, but it's important as a football club and as a team of players that they went out there and did as the manager asked and proved they could do something that people were starting to doubt.
So against Buxton, again coming off the back of 0-0 draw with Kingslin, who were a full-time team, to then go and play away to another full-time team was going to take a mammoth effort.
Difficult place to go, terrible weather, fans still got out and supported us, loud, back the lads.
Again, a lot of pressure on us. We needed a win.
We give Buxton the credit that they deserve. They are a good footballing side, but I thought our lads were fantastic. We took a lead, and then what we'd asked for about cutting out the mistakes, cutting out the naivety, we got that in abundance.
A great performance by everyone. Neil got the reaction that he wanted. We come away with a 2-1 victory.
I think 4 points out of 6 after the Peterbr sports game was exactly what we needed. What was really pleasing for me to see, especially it was only a week earlier since the Peterbr game, was to see the travelling fans at Buxton and their support, and they were there in the numbers. They cheered us right till the very end, and it was fitting for us then to be able to go over and give them the clap that they deserved and reward them with the 3 points.
It just was a relief for the fans there. The fans are home, the manager, the team.
It was a relief for myself. Like I said, you start asking yourself questions after the Peterbr sports game, doubt starts to creep in, all those sorts of things which I'm never shy from, and I'm always transparent and open and honest with how I'm feeling at the time. But you know you're working hard, and after that game I was just like, come on, let's go again.
So we go on to the next game, again away, Hereford.
4 hours away, I think it is, and the lads travelled down the night before. It just shows you how tough this league is. It's game after game, but again, another spirited performance.
Probably didn't start the game as well as we wanted to in terms of first 10 minutes, but then we go and get a goal. Danny Lloyd scores direct from the corner. We're buzzing and we're thinking this is exactly the game plan now. We're away from home. It's going to be tough, but we didn't know how tough it was going to be. Callum Edwards gets sent off. I think it was the 35th or 36th minute, something that he'll learn from, which I said to him after the game. But from then on, we knew it was going to be a real uphill struggle to get the 3 points. 5 minutes later, we go 2-0 up. Jordan Slew, fantastic ball from Ted Lavelle, cuts inside and rifles it into the corner. 2-0 before half-time. We had to let the lads know that if we can get a result today, these are the sort of results that bring more to the table than just 3 points. You also bring togetherness, and we went out second half and I thought we were outstanding defensively. We had to soak up a lot of pressure.
And we were eventual 2-1 winners in that game.
That for me was a real proud moment, because it showed that in controversial times where you need players to stand up and demand off each other and fight for each other. The squad had that, and that was a real proud 3 points.
So that win gave us 6 points in 4 days, and yeah, it was a big relief and it was exciting. So the next game was Chester at home.
We went into the game fairly confident. I think we got 8 points in 4 games. Difficult start to the game, some individual errors again, put us 1-0 down.
In the middle, Renshaw spills that
And then just before half time, Chester were reduced to 10 men. Horrendous shackle, to be fair. I've watched it a couple of times now and it's a sending off. And then second half, we come bouncing out. We knew Chester were there for the taking, and they absolutely were there for taking. They were down to 10 men. The conditions were perfect for us. And then Sonny Hilton gets the equaliser for us. And we peppered their goal. We absolutely dominated them. I can't remember them getting in our half the entire game.
I thought we created chances, we dominated possession, but then we get caught on the break.
An ex-Southport player, Connor Woods, pops up and gives them a pretty undeserving lead. And they won't mind me saying that, but they didn't deserve to go ahead in that game.
And end up 2-1 down.
We were again looking just for a point. We were like, if we can get a point from this, we'll be happy.
In the weeks gone by, we probably would have folded, but we didn't. The lads got the grip between the teeth and we just carried on.
Then, last minute,
Danny Lloyd crossed into the middle.
The ground erupted, it was chaos. It was a Tuesday night and it was just so good.
gets us the 2-2 draw, which I think was massive in the sense of it, because I was disappointed that we never won the game, but then at the same time I was really proud again that the lads showed the resilience to keep going till the last minute, and I think it was fitting to give the crowd that real energy boost, and the atmosphere was unbelievable when that goal went in.
Yeah, I think there's some good clips of me and the camera guy.
Probably should have gone on to win it. I genuinely thought Tom Moore was going to score a header in the last minute, but it's going to head like a 50p.
How are we feeling?
Feeling really, really good. It's obviously been an up and down roller coaster, but at the same time been a great learning experience, not just for the players, but for myself, for the staff, for everyone involved. Really tough start, learning the league, but I think the lads have been excellent. We look like we've turned a little bit of a corner, but we still understand that there is so much work to be done.